Hey everybody, PSV60, solo this time and back for more Turok 2, and we're gonna open into a cutscene. Yay!
Your efforts are meaningless! The camp is built around you! For all your efforts, the totems will fall. Your victory! Your failure! Order or chaos! Now fuel the unquenchable fire of oblivion! It is inevitable.
Oh, that was intimidating. Let's just get ourselves a little bit of breathing room. Then we can figure out exactly what happened in between the last couple episodes. For starters, I know it's been a while, but we're in a flesh eater portal. Specifically, we are in the last flesh eater portal of the game. Which means, at the end of this, we get a new weapon. So that's kind of nice. We just have to survive until that happens, which is going to be kind of tough, because since this is the last flesh eater portal, they're pulling out all the stops. And we're fighting a fairly large amount of moderately threatening enemies. Which also means that the grenade launcher will actually get some use this time. I bet it's happy about that. Thankfully, these guys still have absolutely poor vision. I forget if that's nearsighted or farsighted. I think that's nearsighted, when you can only see stuff close to you. I can't remember. Not really important, though. The important thing is, whatever that visual problem is, these guys have it. And like most of the flesh eater portals prior to this one, this is pretty symmetrical. So whatever we do on one side, we have to do on the other side. Hence the two switches to open up that door in the middle. And there's probably something big down here. Let's just see if we can snipe him from back here. I was not zoomed in. Crap. Please don't kill me. I mean, I'm gonna do the same thing to you, but... Thank you. Moving on from that embarrassing situation. Looks like our coast is clear, but just in case, let's take out something with lock on. Looks like we got a decent sized room with doors on the left and right. And spawners. Sweet. Where did that second rocket go? I mean, the first one kind of flew off to the left somewhere too, but it came back. Both of these doors are closed, so let's take the elevators, maybe? There's gotta be something up here. Can't be unguarded. Beautiful. And considering symmetry, that means that there's gotta be one of these purple guys over here, too. But it doesn't look like he's there. Maybe there's not one. And that probably opened that door. Yeah, it did. Nope, there he is. and he ran away. I am not good at making friends. It doesn't look like he's coming back. Then again, considering my intention for making that friend was to shoot him, kind of like that, I can understand why he didn't really want to stick around much. Hello, friend. We're friends now. Ooh, 2 friends. And there we see a practical demonstration of the meaning of a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Okay, there's got to be someone else in here. I can hear them making strange monster noises. Got to be in this last corner. There you go. Thank you for that helpful information, Adon. Realistically, though, I'm not sure if I mentioned it ever, but that actually is kind of helpful information. I mean, it's a lot better than the low health noises that you get in, say, Legend of Zelda or Pokemon or something like that. The older Pokemon games that just never stopped going, and you'd have this little kind of doot 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 noise that just never shut up. I'm okay with Adon just giving you a quick little... Oh hey, by the way, your health's low, just in case you weren't paying attention. It still gets the message across without kind of repeatedly slapping you in the face with it. Slapping you with the face. See if we can make it around for some health before we tangle with that guy.
Your health is dangerously low.
Well, I mean, technically we made it to the health. We just lost more health than we gained. Although we are alive, let's just pick up a little bit more before we go in. Yeah, this music sounds awful on speed up. Yeah, let's not do that too much. Let's see if we can blind this guy. Well, no, let's save this for the 2 guys after him. This guy we could just take out with something that bounces around corners. Nicely done. Now these guys we can blind.
Your health is dangerously low.
They can't be blinded. Crap. Missiles, missiles. Damn it.
8 lives remaining.
Well, we've got more health now. Well, we've still got 8 lives, so that's hardly the worst thing that's going to happen to us. Hardly the worst thing that has happened to us, to be frank. Okay, we know there's a big guy guarding the Switch. The Nintendo Switch, I mean. Turok's here to pick up his pre-order. That was the clerk. He was excessively rude last time we were here. There's got to be at least one big guy left before the exit, I'm guessing. Doing his weird I'm shooting at you dance. Although that went pretty well, all things considered. Oh, there's a lot more guys. That was not the exit hallway. They did kind of forget about me rather quickly. And I'm not really sure what just happened with that wall texture. It just kind of absorbs these Lords of the Flesh. I have to be right at the edge of the draw distance. Well, we've seen me try to snipe before. And we all know how well that tends to turn out. So let's just run in and pick a fight. We've got enough firepower that it should still go in our favor fairly well. Especially when we factor in one-hit kill kind of weapons. And I guess that second guy got mad that the first guy accidentally hit him with the grenade in his death throes?
You have found part of the nuke weapon.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank the Council that you still live, Turok. This new evil continues to confuse me. Though I do not understand its power, I feel that its source is eternal. Do not let this threat deter you. The Primagen must be stopped, or all is lost.
Don't worry, Adon. We're on it. I really don't see how this is a nuke. I mean, it looks absolutely nothing like one. It's like a gothic claw machine. Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll realize its potential when we fire it. And somebody just went invisible. There he is. Perfect. Did I miss something? Huh. No, I guess not. All right. Well, let's just continue on. That was our last area that we needed to go through. So we should be able to just kind of take our leave now. We've dismantled his ship pretty well. And at this point, we've gotten both of the assembly plants. Of course, at this point, while I'm playing, I'm still operating under the assumption that there are only 2 assembly plants, and not 3. Spoiler alert. There are actually 3 assembly plants. Unfortunately, I don't realize this until it's too late.
ultra hell.
And there's the switch for the last door. But we can't quite get the Primagen key yet. We might have to come back for that one. Because we hit 3 of the 5. We hit 3 of the 4 switches. But we missed that 4th one. Reason being, when we went there initially in whatever video that was. Yeah, you just saw there. This one's still lit up green. When we got to where the switch was at in whatever video that was, we didn't yet have the Eye of Truth talisman. And as such, we couldn't make it to the other end of the pit of nothing to get the switch. But we'll see that in due time. For now, let's head down the familiar weapon hallway that we had in Turok 1.
Plasma grenade launcher, the reclaim thrower, firestorm cannon.
And attempt to make our way out via the exit portal. Before coming to a startling realization that I missed one of the assembly plants. Now, I pointed this out when I was talking to Temendump, but if we go back here into this area where they were manufacturing all of the soldiers, to this thing, which just kind of looks like a set piece next to that portal switch over there, and take out this lock on the middle, it opens up. And then we just kind of bounce some weaponry around the inside until it's blown up. And it groans to a halt. And these cylinders drain of their water, and the test subjects that are inside die. Which is kind of a nice little touch, I think. But it really does not look like that's how you take out an assembly plant. And I figured while we were wandering around, we might as well take a look and get this last talisman portal. I don't know what I'm saying. Take a look at this last Primagen key switch. And of course we have one last turret, just because. They can't let us off that easy. Oh, we're not alone up here. Let's get to cover. I don't think we can see him from down here, but it's worth looking. Not a chance. Yeah, that is a very black hallway. Well, that's one of the big guys up there. Maybe we can see him from here? Still doesn't quite look like it. We're gonna need to go face to face. Oh, and his shots go through the walkway. That's awfully convenient for you. You know what? Let's burn him. As much as I disagree with the look of the weapon, I cannot disagree with its results. we can jump down from here if we want to take a shortcut, but I don't completely trust myself since these walkways don't show up on maps. Instead, let's make our way back down and make our way back to the central area so that we can pick up our newly freed Primagen key.
Primagen key found.
Now 6 is the first one that we've picked up. We could have picked up some of the other ones already. We just would have to backtrack once we get the proper talismans to be able to go through their little puzzly side areas. But this is the first one that you can get without having to revisit the level. Now we should be able to leave. And this is unexpected. I have absolutely no words to describe this thing. It's called the Mother. It vomits weird piranha leeches, slams its hands on the ground, bleeds a lot. I guess that was our way out, and Turok just decided, no, I'd rather just end this thing before trying to jump out of the sewer pipe. Now that it's got long tentacles, it's gonna start inhaling us towards itself. I'm guessing to eat us? It's gonna swing its spectacular tub of lard into us. I can't even begin to guess how many beers there are in this thing's gut. Or maybe it's pregnant with piranha leeches. God only knows. It's dragging its enormous girth around with it when it walks. Which I'm guessing is why it's trying to swing around everywhere. But it's just gonna kind of occasionally suck us towards it and drop rocks on our heads until we can take out its arms a second time before swinging its giant sack into our face. And it sounds like there's mites in the arena? Like, I can hear the noise that they're making, I just couldn't find them. I looked pretty thoroughly. They never came out to attack me, so I'm really not sure where the mites would be at. Or maybe it's the manted workers instead. Well, now the gorilla slug is leaking again. And now it has wings. No? Legs? The gorilla slug is now part spider. And now we're taking out its head. I don't know how this thing relates to really anything else in the game. I would guess maybe it's somehow related to the flesh eaters? Like maybe this is the source of the flesh eaters? Because this is very obviously kind of like an arena pit where we just get sent to die. It does gain 1 new attack, which we've just seen there, and we saw one other time. actually does a decent chunk of damage, and is a little bit harder to dodge than you would expect. You can't just strafe to the side. You do have to wait a little bit until it fires, or you can use the double tap strafing. It will still try to drop rocks on our head, which is less effective than it just screaming at us, or walking up to us and just kind of attempting to crush us with its bloody stumps. No, why do you even give me that as an option in the boss fight?
Your health is dangerously low. 8 lives remaining.
Yeah, I can hear the mites. Where are they? Huh. Well, hopefully I can keep it coming after me and trying to smash me, since that is significantly less damaging than its screams. And we can now very clearly see that its initial feet are extra hands, and this thing's kind of like Goro with spider legs and a whole lot of couch sitting. If nothing else, I do have to say that they animated the undulating girth extremely well on this thing. Like, it just kind of bobs and weaves around as this thing walks, as it swings into you, as it attacks. And as it slowly backs up the wall. We don't even get to kill it. Which is kind of disappointing. We do get all weapons, though, for beating that level. So that's kind of nice. Whatever that thing was, it was very obviously obscenely powerful. Considering that, well, we didn't get to kill it even. We couldn't kill it. We just damaged it until it ran away.
Turok, how may I assist you?
Next time,
Game saved.
we're gonna have to find the rest of those keys. Till then, good hunting.